Okay, have I actually stooped this low as to read fake reviews for animated mockbusters? Am I really gonna go that low? Yes, of course I am. How else would I hold your attention? Oh yeah, I should tell you that all of these movies are like 50 minutes or under, which just adds to how bad they are, in addition to animation, voice acting, story, character arcs, and so on. First up are the reviews for What's Up, Balloon to the Rescue. No, I heard this movie was so bad that it couldn't even be laughed at for being so pathetic. Not many bad movies are capable of that. I mean, that's the entire reason I enjoy Caillou. Oh, and one more thing. This movie is racist to French and Asian people, so that's the thing. But anyway, let's dive into What's Up, Balloon to the Rescue. Okay, here's one from Za, 5 stars. This movie is so original, and I've never seen anything like this before. I loved the voice acting, so crisp, clear, and astonishing. Mamma mia, I came whilst watching the first 3 seconds of this movie. Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks captured my heart, and I draw them at least 4 times. Oh, what? Honestly, they are both baby ooh-woo. I pledge my loyalty to the cult of the studio of Video Brincudo. I don't know what those 2 emoticons are. I will watch it every day until I die, and when I do pass away, the magnificent soundtrack has to be played at my future funeral. 11. I'm assuming that means, like, on a scale of 10? I don't really know. You must watch this movie as a ritual to finally become a man. It's family-friendly and great for the kids. It works better than vaccines and helps me sleep at night. Great humor, and I recommend it to all. Thank you, Video Brincudo, for all that you've done for us, making classics like this movie, Ratatouille, Plan B, and The Little Panda Fighter. Thank you. This movie is a cinematic made from God himself. We are not worthy of such a blessing. For starters, the dialogue and overall plot and character development is incredible. There is so much little detail, emotion, and care put into this movie. I'm surprised we have been graced with it so early as 2009. Just like Ratatouille, there is incredible heartbreaking moments. Like when Jean-Pierre couldn't say lavender. When he finally said lavender, I was absolutely sobbing. The character development is absolutely sublime and very unique. I'm going to show this to all my friends, family, future children, and heck, probably going to sneak into a cinema and put this movie on instead of the one they're going to show. It's too good. I heart Gunto, which is kind of ironic since the main character's name is actually Guto with no N. I love how this movie acknowledges and welcomes all races and beliefs. I love how this movie doesn't include any racial nor biased opinions. Okay, now they're just taking other reviews and reversing the opinions. The animation is so perfect, I almost thought it wasn't 11 years old. It's a work of art. I cannot believe Pixar copied this masterpiece. Shame on them. I love how they just pause in the middle of the conversation as the camera moves in. It gives more suspense and curiosity. Best movie so far. This is the second installment of the Alien film series spin-off Little and Big Monsters. It's a suspenseful and dark, twisted movie directed by Ridley Scott. Instead of the iconic xenomorphs, we get monsters, little and big, and it also has a pinch of comedy. The CGI animation puts Pixar and DreamWorks to shame. Just compare this movie to Toy Story 4. I think Jim Morris has some competition. The company that works with Ridley also made the iconic action crime movie Ratatouille, so you know it's good. The movie had everything from drama to romance to horror. What keeps you isolated? I watched it and couldn't sleep for 6 months. The movie subverts your expectations. Really amazing. I'm glad it won 6 Oscars. What? Yeah, this could not be a more AI review. The next one we're talking about is A Car's Life, which features the most unsettling ripoff of Lightning McQueen I've ever seen. I mean, this cannot be Lightning McQueen. This can only be the work of the creepypasta people. I can actually find a lot of memes about the so-called hero of the film, Sparky, comparing him to Lightning McQueen. But let's stop talking and getting into this horrifically deformed evil twin of his. This movie is the best movie ever. I have just watched this movie for the 95,435th time. It's just as good as the first time I watched it. I love every part of this cinematically flawless film. The voice acting was impeccable, and I loved every second of it. The pink car by far had the best voice acting. I thought that Sparky's, the apostrophe is in the wrong place, was really amazing. The animation, my gosh, was the best animation I've seen in my entire life. It was so good. The physics were just as good. The lip sync was so ridiculously amazing and so good. They have so many emotions, and it was honestly very amazing. The plot made perfect sense, and was really amazing, and I loved it so much. It was so good and made so much sense. I loved it. The story arc was really amazing, and I love it so much. Yeah, you're saying love too much. I got all the Cars Life merch and went to the Cars Life fan meetup. Yeah, you're starting a cult there. I thought that Sparky was very entertaining. I love the scene where one of the cars just goes in circles for half the movie. You do you, I guess. All these AI reviews are starting to sound the same. They all sound like somebody from WandaVision. Like, they know that they're being mind-controlled, and they're, like, just about to break out of the spell. But until then, they're forced to write these, like, incredibly low-quality reviews that are just taking other reviews and reversing them. I must say that this movie is absolutely breathtaking, grandly surpassing everything in existence. The animation is breathtaking and immaculate. I was blessed the millisecond my eyes laid upon this masterpiece. The voice acting is so crisp and clear, it gave me chills. The locals may say otherwise, but just know they are incorrect. A Car's Life was truly a cinematic experience. The plot and story was delivered perfectly. The message was given across exquisitely. I can't begin to explain the strong emotions I felt while watching this film. This movie made me cry in 7 different languages. Watching this movie was a true religious experience. This movie deserves several awards to its name. I would gladly massacre my entire family to experience this movie for the first time again. This film was truly a blessing and gift from God himself. I will continue to worship this top-class art. That was unsettling. Movie was so fire. I watched this movie every day. Nobody watches one movie every day. Even I would get sick of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Movies like The Batman or Titanic don't even compare to the sheer beauty that is A Car's Life. You're not supposed to put a comma there. It was so good. It was good that Disney copied it, making some trashy movie called Cars. Yeah, like, how are you gonna rip us off, Disney? This movie may be short, be short, but it is worth every second of your life. Once again, this movie can solo to a multiverse of films. Open smiling face emoticon. Our old friends Video Brincudo are at it again, this time with the Little Panda Fighter, an even more blatant ripoff than the last one. This one is horrible, and this picture I'm showing and the previous ones are for videos diving deeper into each of these movies, so you should check them out. I'm really just saying that so they don't try to sue me, but whatever. Here goes the first review. This movie blew my mind in the best way possible. I felt my heart beating out of my chest as each scene carried on. The detailing of the animation is nothing I had ever seen before, and might be the best thing I've ever seen. Make sure to check out the rest of this director's movie, because I am sure you would love them just as much as I do. The way the actors are able to interpret and change their characters to something of their own is extremely impressive. I personally am a big fan of not only this movie, but also New Paragraph, Ratatouille, The Little Bee, and What's Up? Evidently. All 10 out of 10 movies, and great to watch with the family. This movie deserves 20 Oscars just for the amount of time and effort put into producing this. It's 50 minutes long! Conclusion: The Little Panda Fighter has changed my life in every way possible. I love it, my kids love it, my wife loves it. I am honestly so grateful. My favorite character in this movie is the curvy panda girl for sure. The way she was animated was absolutely amazing, and one of my sons has a big crush on her. Overall, 100 out of 10 movie. If you watch it, develop a fat crush on the hot panda girl. that's sus. Animation quality was through the roof, better than every single Pixar and Disney movie I have ever seen in my entire life. Not to mention the brilliant voice acting and how synced up the animation was with the audio. And the storyline, it was so well thought out and creative and 100% original. I was bawling my eyes out by the end of this movie. It should win every Oscar in history. It was so good that my 40 deceased goldfish, you've had 40 goldfish? That's unsettling. Swam up from the toilet, became half fish, half zombie, and watched it with me. The movie quality alone cured my depression and anxiety. My granny was dying yesterday, and I left her alone at her deathbed, and I said, "Die alone, you useless, wrinkly old hag. I need to watch The Little Panda Fighter." Then my granny's ghost came to try and haunt me, but now we watched The Little Panda Fighter together. My firstborn child is named Panna Cotta now, and even though he gets relentlessly bullied in school, I still keep his name for him. I will forever hate DreamWorks for going back in time and making a knockoff of this movie. This movie moved me so emotionally that I also hijacked a Taylor Swift concert and played this on full volume as the background, and after that I set up a giant projector and played it outside the White House. Now I'm playing the movie in jail. All the inmates love it, and so do the guards. No regrets, 10,000 out of 10 movie. Edit. Pro tip: if you escape out of jail, use this to hypnotize the cops. They will be in awe of the awesome animation and voice acting, and they will leave you alone and watch it even if you are a serial killer / S. Honest review: the Dream Mask music video should win an Oscar compared to this one. Yeah, as outlandish AI reviews go, I think we might have found the weirdest one. Also, it's interesting to note that every single one of these mockbusters seems to have a much higher quality and budget ripoff that came out around the same time. Yeah, that seems suspicious to me. This movie was an absolute life changer. The voice acting, animation, storyline, and characters are better than any Disney or Pixar film I have ever seen. The seamless animation almost makes this film look live action. The voice acting performance was outstanding. It really felt like the characters were real people, and it made me feel closer to the characters on a personal level. This movie deserves every award in every category. I would vote this the best animated movie of all time. Yeah, I think we got that. It's life-changing, heartwarming, and astonishingly beautiful. I was a lost soul before seeing this film. I was mentally unstable, on hard drugs every day, had no job. Yeah, that's just making fun of people who actually have that AI. After watching this masterpiece, I am now sober, mentally well, and an astrophysicist. Yeah, I think the astrophysicist part was unrelated. This artwork inspired me to change my life for the better. I wouldn't know what I would have done if I never saw this. Not only that, but I was inspired to start my own martial arts journey. I'm getting better by the day, and all I have to do is watch The Little Panda Fighter to get in the mood for some chop kicking. I feel like I like to dress like a panda when I'm practicing martial arts as well. Sounds hot. Makes it feel as though I'm in the same universe as the film. I'm now emotionally attached to this movie, and I believe it will be for the rest of my life. I've surrounded myself with nothing but screenshots of every frame of the film. I printed it all out and stuck it onto my walls, floor, and ceiling. I removed all my furniture, so all that I'm exposed to is images of this masterpiece. I cannot go a day without it. Some may say my life has been changed for the worst, but I beg to differ. I don't care that I have lost contact with friends or family, have no social life, and no furniture at home, because all I need in my life is a little panda fighter. It's my passion, it's my life. Would recommend this film. Yeah, the Little Panda Fighter reviews are by far the weirdest ones we've seen so far. Also, I tried to look at some of the profiles for these people, but it just said that the users don't have a profile yet. Oh, I'm sure they just haven't finished setting their Google account up. That's definitely it. That's it. So, like, subscribe, comment, click the bell, blah, 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 all that jazz. Bye.